Hello and welcome, RFGen and Legends of the Interwebs fans. This is the Unbearable Neo Magic Warrior, and today we're going to go through and we're going to play a little bit of FTL. I did have something else planned, and haven't gotten that video edited yet. So this is kind of a stopgap. FTL is a space roguelike, kind of like a turn-based, the best Star Trek simulator I think that I could ever see. So we're just going to go ahead. Right now, I am terrible at this game. So there are 3 different ship layouts that I have unlocked. This is the Kestrel, the Taurus, and the Adjudicator. Or Adjudicator. I don't know. It's late. But the way this is that each different ship has a different layout. And on that ship's layout, as I turn my audio down in my headset, you have different amenities. So right here we have, like, for example, going with the Kestrel here, or as we're going to call it, the RF generation. And so the way this works is that you unlock more ships for different achievements and things like that as we go through, but each ship has its own setup here. So there's your shields and your weapon controls and your engines and oxygen, health, doors, etc. This particular ship is going to come out, and it's going to start with a missile launcher and a regular laser. Not a bad laser. It's pretty okay. We're going to enable the Advanced Edition content, which gives us some new stuff. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to rename our stuff, our characters, to Duke underscore, come on. So Duke Togo will take our crew from the RFGen. Single Banana. And then Wild Bill. Sure, why not? Seems like a motley crew if I've ever seen one. But, yeah, we're going to play on easy just so I can kind of give a bit of an overview. And so the game starts here. First off, we're in paused mode. The way the game works is that you can pause the action at any time. And because you've paused the action, you get to plan out your strategy. Going just over things a little bit here. Up here is your hull. It's your health. Right here is your scrap or money, and you can turn that into a bunch of different things. The FTL drive lets us move from place to place. And I actually forget what these two are. We'll figure them out in a minute. It's been a while since I've played, so bear that in mind. Over here is our shields. Right now we have 1 full shield that we're powering. Over here is our energy gauge, and we'll be spending most of our time down here and pointing at things. We've got our... we'll go ahead and read this one off. The data you carry is vital to remaining Federation fleet. Yeah, it's essentially you are a smuggler of data and information, and you're trying to go ahead and try and get ahead of an invading, like, rebel or empire forces type of thing. Quick swig of drink there. So we'll go ahead and pick that. Here we go. That's the ship menu. Okay. And then that is the settings menu. Okay, they changed those icons around. They were different. We can save our current crew positions, which we're not going to do quite yet, because I want, here we've got Duke at the helm here, Single Banana managing the engines, and then we'll go ahead and send Bill into shields. And you can go ahead, each character will get their own stats, which boosts things like evasion and shield regen and weapons, and even hand-to-hand combat. You can teleport onto other ships. A lot of stuff in this game, a lot of stuff, and I know I'm throwing a lot out there pretty quick. Going back up through here, we've got our fuel. Each time we click this jump button here, we're going to expend 1 fuel, and we're trying to move to essentially the other end of the galaxy. I said we have a missile launcher. Missiles are consumables, so we have to load those in. And then drones, drone parts, you can get drone things and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to save our crew's position, and then the enter key will move them back. What we want to do here is we want to power up our burst laser and then put another one into engines. It'll give us, if you can see there, as I click off of that, you can see that this goes from 15% evasion to 20% evasion. The more power in a system, the better it is. Over here is our subsystems. This is our piloting station, which needs to be manned in order for stuff to happen. And all of these things can get damaged, and you'll see how combat works in a minute. Our sensors, so we get to see what's going on, but we don't get to really see too much. And then our doors, you can have them beat up a little. You can have them changed up. So we're going to jump. We have two choices. Our exit to this sector is all the way over here. So we have to kind of play connect the dots all the way over. But we're eventually, this side of the screen, you're going to see the bad guys closing in, and it makes things really hard. So we kind of have to race to the end. But again, we're limited on jumps. We're limited on stuff like that. And that's just to the end of this sector. There's a much larger map that we'll get to see in a minute. And then you can hover over each of these to see where you can go from there. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to take this bottom route. It seems like it's got a lot of stops on it. So we'll go here. Early on, you want to kind of slowly pace your way through things. So you detect a rebel automated ship nearby. It does not engage and seems to be patrolling around. So we can either attack this ship to get to the sensor station, which is what we're going to do, or we can avoid provoking it. Over here is the bad guy ship. It is a auto surveyor. It is neutral to us right now. We can just kind of leave it alone. Currently, it has powered up piloting and engines. It has a weapon system as well, but that's all it's got set. And then it's got 5 health. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to attack the ship. And then we're going to hit space to pause. So our burst laser here is going to charge up because it's powered up. Our Artemis missile launcher is not because we don't have power in it. I don't really want that. What we're going to do is we're going to click this, and then we're going to click the spot on the ship that we want to shoot. And we're going to shoot just right in the weapons because it'll knock. He's got what looks like an ion cannon and a laser on him. So we're just going to stand here and wait while everybody kind of does their thing and charges up their weapons. He's going to ion and then laser. So the laser breaks the shield. And you can see, so he fired his laser and his ion. The laser hit and was deflected by the shields. And thankfully, Wild Bill here put the shields right back up. The pulse missed us, otherwise it would have really, it temporarily stunned one of our systems. And then we shot him right here for 3 times right in the weapons. And then when it takes damage, he can't keep his weapons up. So we're just going to keep that up. It's a good safe spot to shoot the drone. Lasers really cost us nothing to operate other than the energy. But the energy is replenishable. So we've destroyed it. And we have updating maps and 14 scrap. So go us. Pretty good fight. No damage. No nothing. And as you can see here as I go over things, where's here we go. So Banana's got a little bit in this skill bar here. And Duke's got a little bit, and Bill. So it's good to build up your characters as you go through. So here we go. We've got possible ship detected, possible ship. So there's a distress beacons have things that are going on, and they're like little quests. Stores are places for you, obviously, to buy things. We're going to try and get to that distress beacon pretty quick. Let's see what we can do here. So we've got a ship with conspicuous pirate markings is orbiting a nearby moon, claiming to have equipment for sale. We'll hail them. Come aboard and see our where's... We'll dock with them, sure. Human exquisite suit meets you on board. Welcome. We can buy some of those. Ion intruder drone seems pretty good in case we need it. Intruder drones will fight people who show up on your ship. So let's buy that, because if we don't buy anything, he'll probably attack us. But we bought some schematics. So that's that. We need the... That's also probably worth more. We don't have a drone system, so hopefully we can get one of those. And then we can augment our ship as well. This is kind of our status screen. We can have up to 8 characters on our ship, and then everything on the ship's doing well. We have to upgrade our reactor and then our subsystems and our systems themselves. But so far, so good. Let's go ahead and jump, and there's that that ticking timer that I mentioned earlier. Ooh, danger. Let's see. Arrive to find a pulsar dominating the view screen. You see a small silhouette pass in front of the star. It appears to be a ship firing. A ship in a firing trajectory. So we'll pause that. This is a pirate scout ship. Now, because he's got a shield, I'm going to temporarily take away from the engines to power this up. And we're going to pre-plan. We're going to try and shoot and blow up his shields. And then the burst lasers will take a little bit longer, and we're going to go ahead and shoot their... Let's shoot their weapons. Now we hit the pause to unpause, and let the crew of the RFGen do some stuff here. So that ion pulse from the star there temporarily disabled our oxygen and our shields, which is kind of bad, but it also disabled a bunch of his stuff. Yeah, his shields and weapons are temporarily disabled, so we've done a lot of damage. That's all messed up. We're going to power that down and power up our engines so that we can go ahead and have our engines for that additional dodge. You can see we're losing oxygen as long as that's disabled. So we'll take this burst laser and we'll fire it right on. And 3 damage. 3 damage is just going to kill their ship anyway. We'll fire it right on the cockpit. No prisoners here. And then we wait a little bit more. Incoming ion pulse. Taking down our shields and our weapons, but not before we fired. So cool, we get 2 missiles, a drone, and some money. Not bad. And then now we just wait since the damage is, if the danger's gone, everything just kind of comes back up. We're going to hit go to a distress beacon. We've got a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and the repair crew can't fix it without being fired on. Let's go ahead and help them. Simply fire on the defense system from its distance. So you take some minor damage. We took 5 damage and couldn't help, huh? That's not great. Ooh, we've got a hole in our hull. So Bill's gonna need to fix that, and it looks like Duke, his command center there, took some damage. Not great. Power back up our burst laser. And as you can see, Bill's taking damage because there's not enough oxygen in that room. Hence the red hash marks. The ship will regenerate that because our oxygen's still okay. But now we had to put him in med bay. And then back in he goes. Also, like most roguelikes, this game is kind of a one and done. So once one of these guys croaks the bed here, for lack of a better term, they're kind of gone. So we're gonna go here. Let's see what we've got. This beacon has been built for nearby civilian spaceships. No one hails your ship. All right. So just a dead jump. It's not great, but it's not bad either. So here we go. You arrive to find a ship floating amongst some debris. Impulse is shot. We can't jump. Can you give us some fuel? Oh. Sorry, the music changed there and I thought something was behind me. I'm 3D printing and I went, what's that? So let's see. So it's a Federation scout. Let's be nice. We'll give him the fuel. Here's some scrap as payment. I don't know that 29 scrap is equal to 4 fuel. But we did a good deed today. Long range beacon. Advanced rebel automatic ship remain stationed here. It's a little big. We're gonna avoid it. Next sector. So here we go. So we get to travel between different sectors. There's an NG controlled sector. NG are a relatively friendly race of aliens, or a rebel controlled sector, and we don't want, the rebels are bad. We're the Federation, so let's go ahead. Over here, it's an unidentified nebula, hostile, civilians. So if we go through this rebel here, we can kind of go civilian, 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 nebula, civilian, end, which is pretty okay, actually. If we can get through this little bit of a bad spot here. So this next area is going to be a little packed. Let's see what we've got. We've only got 4 left, so we got to kind of find a store pretty soon. But I'm going to hit this. We're jumping into a nebula, which messes with our sensors and things. And as you can see, we're getting close to the end of our fuel stores. This is also a big ship, so we're going to, while we're out here, the nebula is going to mess with our stuff. It's going to be a pain in the butt. We could fight it. I'm going to avoid it. There we go. There's a store. Let's try and just get out of here as fast as we can. So we're in the store. Buy up all that fuel. Drone control, we don't have enough money for. We could buy a Rockman, an Angie, or another human, but we don't have them. Let's fix all of our stuff. We'll sell. Yeah, we only lost a couple of bucks off of that, but we didn't really get into trouble. We're not going to use that. A clone bay, huh? To keep our team alive. And then hacking. Clone bay doesn't seem bad. Ooh, it'll replace the med bay. So everybody will get health back per jump. And then it takes 12 seconds to clone somebody. That seems dangerous. We can also get some drones, but we don't want those. I've never used a clone bay. It's new. Let's go ahead. We'll buy some missiles. Sounds good. So we're back. We're back stocked. Let's go over here. See what we find. Forward scout of the rebel fleet. Oh no. They're powering up their FTL drive. They're faster than light drive. If they get away, they'll let everybody know and make life really difficult. So we're going to have to go ahead. We're going to do that. No, wrong button. We're in combat, so we can't upgrade our ship. So we got to deal with what we've got, which isn't great. I'm going to fire a missile on their engines. Or now, fire a missile on their shields. And a burst laser on their engines this time around. They've got a drone, which is going to really tick off our shields. But on the positive side, Bill will get some bonus. Oh no. Single Banana is stunned and losing air. It's not good. I can't afford to move Bill. This could be bad. Come on, Bill. Or Banana. Oh no! Single Banana's dead. It's not good. And they disappeared. Oh. And we have to fix all of this right now. Oh, that's bad. Oh, we should have bought a clone bay. To the parents of Single Banana, he will be missed. Oh, that's bad. I'm so glad I'm not playing with a camera right now, so you can't see how disappointed I am in that. That was just me playing poorly. I'm real disappointed here. That wasn't great. Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and we'll repair this up. This might be a short run, given the way that's been. But hey, Duke got a repair skill. So we'll make sure that everybody's healed. Duke and Bill. So everybody go back to your positions. And we're ready to jump. Let's get out of here. We can jump. We can sell missiles for scrap, and we want those missiles, so no. We're going to go to the next sector, a Zoltan-controlled sector. Let's see. We still got to push forward, he says. We're going to go in here. We're going to upgrade our reactor a little bit to keep that engine up. Since we don't have anybody piloting it, we got to keep that Dodge rating up. And we are poor. Right now, let me see, where's this go? Oh, that goes nowhere, okay. So we will go, looks like we're going through a nebula, guys. What do we got here? Terrified rock crew taking refuge from Zoltan border police. Cool, we're gonna get fired on by rock people. Rock people don't have to breathe. So we're gonna have to take out their shields and their weapons fairly quickly. And now we just gotta hope. So we're gonna get hit with a missile and some lasers, but not too bad. We're just gonna try and keep the missiles going. Let's keep their shields down. If we can keep them down, we'll be alright for this. We've got missiles locked in case we need them. I think we'll be alright here. Let's hit a pilot's chair and sink these terrorists. Ooh! We can get paid if we offer them surrender. So 4 of that, a drone part, and some money. I mean, you guys attacked us. No surrender. 2 want, so a little bit more money, but less fuel. We could have made out better if we were merciful, but I'm not in that kind of mood. We already lost a crew member. Moving through the nebula also slows down the advances of the rebels. So let's attempt to remain concealed, because fighting rebels are bad. And we make it through. It's a distress call. Oh! Because there's an asteroid ship. Interrupts a Zoltan security ship as it follows the Mantis. Your presence here will don't interfere. I mean, Zoltan are good. You know what? We're gonna help the Mantis. Sure. So we're gonna have to fight these Mantises. Let's go ahead. We're gonna burst laser out their shields. Let's try this. And we'll missile their weapons. We'll make sure that they go down. Oh, so our shields have been EMP'd. That's not good. Not good at all. Yeah, they're just gonna keep EMPing and stunning the shields. Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot. So Bill, quickly, before things go bad. Oh, there we go. An asteroid took him out. Nice. So we will go ahead while we're relatively okay in this asteroid field and fix everything. Door systems here. We can kind of remotely click on doors and open them and close them as need be to seal off areas and kind of space some guys as they jump onto our ship. There's another distress that doesn't lead us right there, so we're gonna make a series of jumps to make it to the end here. Your ship is hailed. We found you at last. Prepare to die. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. So they've got a drone system and all sorts of baddies. Let's use the Artemis to take out their weapons because they've got a missile and a laser here. And then we'll attempt to damage this drone. We're really fighting on fumes here, but ugh. There we go. So we're gonna try. We'll go for the oxygen for now. We'll go for the engines, and we'll take out the shields. So they are gonna offer us a lot of fuel and a lot of missiles. All right, we will handle that. So we've got a choice here. I'm liking this one. Nope, no we don't. We've got this one. I thought we had a choice. Zoltan Research Facility. They're researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL. Do we have time to undergo some of that? Yeah, let's participate. Hey! Thanks, science. $21. So here we go. We're going to exit. We didn't repair our stuff. Small space station that appears to be abandoned. Let's move into... All right, nice. There we go. Things are coming up. Things are going. We've got some money now. I could upgrade the ship, but I really want to repair the ship, so I don't want to spend too much money. Let's see if we can find a store. We're going to go to the next sector here, to another Zoltan-controlled sector. Good. Let's jump. There's a distress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps to the end. If we take that way. Let's do it. What do we got as our distress? Refugees. Let's hail them. Oh! They want drone parts and will give us fuel. Nice! That is fantastic! That is absolutely fantastic right there. Since we have no use for those drone parts, boy, did that make our lives easier. So let's go ahead and jump. And a store! Oh, how lovely is that? Let's take a look and see what we got here. So we're going to fix all and spend most of our money. Cloaking is pretty necessary. Battery backup. Some repair drones. Page 2, they've got, ooh, a burst laser 3, huh? A hull missile and a hull beam. And then some augments. Allow you to bomb through shields. Typically, you can't teleport bombs into shielded ships. A repair arm. To reduce your scrap, but increase your repair. And then long-range scanners. I don't think we really want much of this. I think we want to upgrade our ship right now. So 2 more energy. And then I'm going to go ahead and put 1 into there. So that we can get that dodge percent back up to 20. We got to really work on that right now. Because getting hit stinks. A black market weapons trader. They've got a cloaking device. I want nothing to do with that. We don't have enough crew to deal with being boarded, which would be bad. Oh! As if the game heard me. Team of border police, beam on board. They are in our engine room. Zoltan ships have a special shield that you have to kind of break through before you can really do much damage to them. So we're going to set all of our stuff there. They're going to go straight for our shields, for our engines. I'm going to send Bill in to try and force these weapons to go a little faster. Because if we can blow up their ship fast enough. Bill, get out of there. We're getting EMP'd. This is bad. So we have to repair things quickly enough. Let's get that Artemis back on board and try taking out these shields. They took out our sensors. This is bad. So get over there. Try and get through this. Oxygen's going bad on the ship. This is bad. This is bad. We might be able to make this if we're very, very lucky. Oh no, he's been stunned. Ah, no, it didn't fire. I think we're dead, guys. We are dead in the water here. Defeated by an energy fighter. That was an awful, awful run of FTL. But hopefully that was enough to have given you at least some kind of an overview of a really fun game. And to the families of Duke Togo and Wild Bill, we are sorry for their loss at space. But no, that is it for me. If you'd like to see more of me playing FTL, let me know. If there's a game you want me to check out and kind of explain and show and kind of go over, let me know in the comments. It's really helpful. But until then, make sure to go ahead and visit RFGeneration.com for any of your game collecting needs. Make sure to check out the blog every month. I'll have something different going on each time. Next, hopefully, a bit of a guide on Twitch, seeing as how we're getting ready to start some of that up. Also, make sure to follow me at NeoMagicWarrior on Twitter, twitch.tv/legendsoftheinterwebs, and soon to be twitch.tv/RFGeneration. But we'll let that come soon. Until next time, stay legendary, everybody.